Remember us. As simple an order as a king can give. Remember why we died. He did not wish tribute, or song, or monuments, or poems of war and valor. Wish was simple. Remember us, he said to me. That was his hope. Should any free soul come across that place. In all the countless centuries yet to be, may all our voices whisper to you from the ageless stones. Go tell the Spartans passerby that here, by Spartan law, we lie. And so my king died, and my brothers died. Barely a year ago. Long I've pondered my king's cryptic talk of victory. Time has proven him wise. For from free Greek to free Greek, the word was spread that bold Leonidas and his 300, so far from home, laid down their lives, not just for Sparta, but for all Greece, and the promise this country holds. Now, here on this rugged patch of earth called Plataea, Xerxes forged face obliteration!
Thank you for joining the Syndicate Network, and welcome to the Zack Snyder Hour with Skywalker the Jedi. Skywalker the Jedi. Skywalker the Jedi.
Yeah, what's going on, y'all? It is your boy Skywalker the Jedi back at y'all with another one. Y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with me rocking out. And I appreciate that. Much love to everybody out there that will be catching this live. And shouts out to everybody that will be part of the replay crew as well. This should be a very, very fun show. Can't wait to get to these topics, man. Yo, it's gonna be or they tried to talk while we worked. Oh my God. We got a lot to get to tonight, y'all. Right? But much love, all you guys. Thank y'all for being here. Let's get caught up with everybody who's in the building before we get through this opening rigmarole and get the show started. You dig? We got Ilion Nikolov. I know I butchered that. I know I did, but I appreciate you being here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call you Nikolov. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's going on? We got Qatar in the building. What's going on, Qatar? We got Castello's way in the building. We got Sin Havoc 5150 in the building. We got Venkata in here. We got Bat Dan's thoughts. Hey, shout out to Bat Dan, you dig? Right? Oh my God, we got Retro Nerd Girl in here classing the joint. Oh my God, so grateful to have you over here rocking out, Retro Nerd Girl. Hope you have been fantastic lately, and shouts out to you, man. Oh my goodness, it makes me feel better when I'm live and Retro's here, right? We got the Prime in the building. What's going on, Prime? We got El Necron, aka El Boogie. What's going on? We got Chris Brown in the building. Shout out to Chris Brown. He said, "Is the Acolyte was just canceled? Hey, all is right with the world." You know what I'm saying? For sure, for sure. We got a Cool One only in the building. What's going on, Cool One? We got Luis the G in here saying Acolyte deserve cancellation. You got to change your name to Luis the G on here, bro, for sure. All right. Who else we got in the building? We got the Curly Ray in here. What's going on, Curly Ray? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Oh my God, we got Bale. Yo, we got Retro in here. We got Bale in here. What's going on, Bale? Hope you are having a wonderful evening. Thank you for being here as well. Now we just need, oh my God, hey, and now the Trinity is complete. We got a Mama Bear art dog in the building. Thank you for being here so much, Mama Bear. Oh my God, hey, I'm smiling from ear to ear, y'all. Man, what an evening! We are about to have a action-packed show. I can't wait to get to these topics. We got Brogu in the building. What's going on, Brogu? Oh my God, y'all killing it in the chat. The chat is on fire. Oh my God. We got Curly Ray with a $5 super chat saying one theory that is true is that Rebel Moon is a global phenomenon. Keep streaming Rebel Moon is the director's cuts and don't stop. Hashtag Rebel Moon. Shouts out to a Curly Ray. You dig? Man, dude been putting in so much work and been really out here trying to spread this message and have these conversations in real life about these films and projects and stuff. And it just warms my heart. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to the dog, a Curly Ray. Let me find you a drop, bro. Let me find Curly Ray something. Hold up. You know what? I'm gonna give you this one just because I'm loving this one too.
It's exploding? Oh my God, in slow motion?
The director's cuts is exactly what I was looking for.
Zack Snyder is Snydering here.
He hit the bullseye really well. Just blown away. It was so badass.
I feel like I was watching 10 movies at once. I love the additional stories he adds to the movie.
More violent, more sexy.
There's a little brain that's attached to a really buff dude.
Just like a visual feast the whole time.
I'm loving the female power.
Sophia Boutella, oh my God. Girl crush.
Totally overall awesome film.
10 out of 10, amazing movie.
Extended cut's the way to go. Snyder cut all the way.
More Zack Snyder is more to love. Adventure, the excitement, the explosions, and the crazy religious teeth collectors. That film went fast. Just goes like that. Definitely watch it. It's awesome.
Yeah. Oh my God. We got Bishop in the building. What's going on, Bishop? Yeah, what's going on? Everybody just calm down. The Bishop's here, right? And yes, the Syndicate Network does continue to move forward. So much so, we got that Cool Table meetup this weekend. Oh my God. It's just gonna get crazier, right? It's just gonna get crazier. Oh my God, we got the good Austin in the building. What's going on, Austin? Man, this is getting crazy in here. Right? He said, Cool Table on season 3, acting like ain't even making me a season finale. That's real talk, bro. Right? Man, much love, all you guys. This chat is jumping on me. We got Futuretron in here. Man, this chat is on fire. Michael's in the building. What's going on, Michael? We got Josh Herrera. Much love, all y'all, man. This is crazy. All this love on the Zack Snyder Hour is truly humbling. And oh my God, Mama Bear is actually live. Yo, hey, thank you for dropping through, Mama Bear. We appreciate your presence greatly, and it's never the same if you aren't here. 100%. Right? Yeah. All right, yo, let's get through this opening rigmarole, yo, so we can get started with this show because we got a lot of stuff to discuss, and I'm very excited to bring these topics to you guys tonight. If you didn't know, we on the road to 2K. Make sure you guys are liking the content, sharing it out, subscribing, hitting that notification bell so you know when I'm going live, all that good stuff, man. You guys have been showing tremendous support recently, and I thank you guys so much for just rocking out over these past few years, and especially this last year and a half, ever since this sale thing kind of came to fruition. So much love, y'all. And we're gonna keep this thing going forward, especially these two hashtags, right, that have been the vehicle for the ZSSM campaign. We've been trying to secure a ending to Zack Snyder's DC arc over on a Netflix platform, and they're making great strides, and even got some updates for you guys tonight. You know what I'm saying? Even got stuff to talk about tonight. So yeah, and matter of fact, not only are we making traction, but hey, wait till later, yo. I can't wait. If you would like to rock out with this campaign, we just ask that you guys follow these 3 ROEs, or rules of engagement, as we've called them, and they've been honestly like the one thing that has kind of separated us from all these other campaigns. And what I know to be true is that us having these ROEs and sticking to them is the main reason why we have made it this far in such a short amount of time. 100%, this has been the distinguishing factor. And we just ask that you guys, number one, be positive, as this is the current home of Zack Snyder, and ain't no real reason to be bugging out, right? Because they've been treating Zack super well and his fan base super well. So we just want to reciprocate that love. Number two, we ask that you guys don't mix these hashtags, as we've been trying to keep the messaging as focused and effective as possible, right? And they've hated when we've used those words like effective or whatever, right? But it's true, and lastly, but certainly not least, we ask that you guys just don't tag, mention, quote, tweet, reply to, or anything like that anybody over at WBD, which is including but not limited to James Gunn. As long as you can rock out with those 3 things, you can rock with the campaign. And we've been making strides, wonderful, tremendous strides, huge strides, right? I mean, the strides that we've made have been phenomenal, right? It's the best strides you've ever seen in your life. Anyway, ZSJL to Netflix on YouTube and Twitter are also platforms that you guys should be subscribed to and following, as all pertinent information will be coming from there, as well as myself and Leon of the New Geeks, or Apex Leon of the New Geeks. Let me get used to saying that, you know what I'm saying? Because I got to address the homie properly now. It's Apex Leon of the New Geeks, right? Which is so hilarious, because I literally walk around work all day calling myself the Apex Predator. So it's just hilarious that it's just so funny. But nah, man. Also, if you'd like to sponsor a stream, when you guys give super chats, they are tallied up at the end of each stream, and whoever donates the most will be sponsoring a following stream and have their name streaming across the bottom, just like the homie W Mir does right now, who's been killing it. Like, I haven't just been not changing these. I keep, because we were doing watch alongs and some other things. I was kind of a few streams back when it came to the a little stream banner, and I was like, W Mir couldn't have been sponsoring all these streams, but yep, he did. You know what I'm saying? But shouts out to the homie, big supporter of the platform, and we love that Yu-Gi-Oh talk over here. You know what I mean? And lastly, but certainly not least, intothepeople.com/sales ZSJL. And if you like, you can head over there right now. We have shirts up. The Nobody's Pawn kind of rerun that we had to re-release due to popular demand, and the homie Leon getting one of his actually signed by Zack Snyder. So That was dope too. But yeah, if you cop one of these shirts, all of the proceeds go towards the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. We don't see any of that money, so you can cop a dope looking shirt while also supporting a good cause in the process, right? So let's get caught up with this chat, and I see y'all have been on fire. But let me get caught up, and then we shall get started with the show. You dig? All right. Yeah, this chat is on fire. Bad Dan said he had boots on ground for sale. That's what's up. Yeah. I got to hear about that later, bro. He said, I ain't got to work tomorrow. Ha. See you in LA. See you in the A. Right? Won't. You know what I'm saying? He said, Sky, I was in a metal show chat and this dude asked if I knew you in a damn metal chat. Hashtag sell is real. And that's what's up, bro. That's what's up, Necron. That much love to L Boogie. Man, look, if y'all want to hop on the platform, just let me know, because this is gonna be a fun stream. You know. Yeah. All right. Man, let's get started with this show. You dig? Because we about to get to it, man. First off, Rebel Moon is a success, yo. There is no getting around that. There is no dancing around it. There is no matter of fact, I ain't gotta send y'all a link. And Necron and Austin, if y'all want to hop on, just hop on. But yeah, there is no dancing around it. There is no trying to be weird about it or try to downplay its success, right? It's not gonna happen. With all the talk about how much that the marketing for these movies was bad or whatever, or was lackluster, the amount of engagement that Netflix has gotten from these films, which was on one budget, mind you, which is also something that hasn't been taken into consideration, was that all this marketing and stuff, it was on one budget. And so they're acting like this thing had 4 different budgets, right? Now, this is also at a time where the whole Netflix juggernaut of this Saving Bikini Bottom, the Sandy Cheeks movie, right? Which was a SpongeBob thing, which was an absolute juggernaut, right? But Netflix and Zack with Rebel Moon outdid everything else on every other platform. Disney Plus, Max, Prime, right? Hold on, and let me move this, right? And so there is no way to keep dancing around this, yo. This was on one budget. This is on one budget, bro. He said, I'll let the code out someday soon to the shirts. Maybe or maybe not, bro. And just let them keep trying to figure it out. All right. Crazy. Let them know, Retro. Oster Fresh says, Hack Snyder. Meanwhile, Netflix wants 3 more Rebel. Yo, you think that they not trying to go back to the well, bro? Like, this is ridiculous. This is why this conversation is so stupid. Bro, they can dread it, run from it, whatever. Right? Over here trying to act like this movie's a failure, bro. Trailer says Moist Critical uploads Rebel Moon DC review called I wasted 7 hours of my time for this. Me, he said, thank you for watching, right? It's like, bro, just check it out, move on, say whatever you're gonna say. Because we don't care what y'all say, bro. Like, we don't care. Cause even the haters gotta watch it. They have to. They can't help but watch. Retro Nerd Girl says Twisters cost more. Yikes! What a great deal for Netflix. But look, remember Retro when Zack said that more people watched Rebel Moon than watched Barbie, and everybody laughed. That's not true. I'm like, well, actually, Zack Snyder said that Netflix told him that. I mean, that's not true. Right? Come on now. This makes no sense. So they're $166 million for 4 movies, 2 PG-13 and 2 director's cuts. Learn the formula. Facts. With a director's cut that is vastly different, right? But yeah, no, it's so crazy. These narratives, yo, says the Army versus not can't. Yo, look, they are so desperate. W Mirror with the $5 super chat saying, and Acolyte season 2 got canceled due to low viewership. Anyways, keep streaming among Rebel Moon. Right? Look, that's what's so funny. It's like Acolyte really just got canceled. Like that really happened just now. That really just got canceled. Right? But yet they would rather be over here trying to spread false narratives and rain on your parade. That's what's so wild, Joe. Oh my goodness. Right? It's crazy, y'all. Let me go ahead and give you this drop, bro.
Good evening. We, the unwilling, led by the unknowing, are doing the impossible for the ungrateful. We have done so much for so long with so little. We are now qualified to do anything with nothing.
Yeah. Said top 4 Netflix. Yeah. Well, we know what's up. He said, more criticals of fake white Jesus. Oh my God. Right. All right, hey, y'all killing. He said they complain about Rebel Moon, but put stupid hashtags for other movies to be in. Sin Havoc is ruthless, yo. Bad Dan says, and funny thing is, Zack said he would film his Justice League sequels back to back. That's the point too, bro. Like, they see that this is gonna be the formula, right? That this could possibly, yo, just think about this. If they do, if they do ZSJL 2 and 3, PG-13, and then the director's cuts, bro. Will we even be ready for that? Could you even comprehend? Would Rebel Moon be cool then back then, right? Would they see the vision then, bro? Would they see the vision then back then? Let me know, bro. Let me know. Let me know. Because I need to know. Yep. Yes. Thank you, Retro, right? And then Curly Ray said we got more Rebel Moon coming out, including Rebel Moon Theory. Yep. Hey, shouts out to Rebel Moon Theory too. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. All right. Bat Dan said no, they would just hate ZSJL 2 and 3. Oh my God. Right. Nah, this is crazy. Right? This is crazy. They still trying to hate, man. Still trying to press false narratives. Like, oh my God, it didn't do what, Netflix, hey, maybe the Armyverse is canceled, guys. Hey, who knows? Who knows? Right? He said, "Scene Sky, you come, hey, y'all know every now and then I gotta hop in that bag." You know what I'm saying? Chris Brown says, "Bro, I'm convinced the internet isn't real life. I've turned so many people on to Rebel Moon at my gym, friends, coworkers, frat brothers, etc. Everybody everybody I know in real life loves the film." That's what I'm saying, bro. It's not real, man. Right? Look, Chris, think about this, bro. Because I know the internet ain't real so much. I didn't think you was a real person, bro. Remember that, bro. I was convinced that you was a bot, bro. I was like, Chris Brown is a bot, bro. And then this man is in front of me from Delaware. And I shook his hand. Right? And we sitting there having conversations. And I'm like, damn, dude. Like, see, the internet, bro, it's a blessing and a curse, right? Because it has allowed people like us to kind of communicate with one another, right? And be able to find our tribe, so to speak, right? So in that aspect, it is a blessing because without it, I would not have this community. We wouldn't have one another, right? And all of these things that we've done together would never have come to fruition, right? But at the same time, it's like, yo, there are some people that use this shit for some nefarious purposes. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being stated, you just kind of got to take it with a grain of salt and take the good with the bad. You know what I mean? And just try to navigate it however you see best. But yeah, it can get crazy sometimes because, man, shit be getting spooky. Y'all know, right? Like, y'all have seen people make up narratives about us, you know what I'm saying, and what we do, right? Just flat out make shit up, then get caught lying, and then just keep lying. You know what I'm saying? Right? So it's like, nah, you have to just, stay the course and not be wavered by people and what they may do or say, if that makes sense. Right? Yeah. He said, did anybody hear the Seneschal podcast? Rain to be tripping. I have not heard the new episode, but episodes 1 through 3 are insane. So I got, I'm pretty sure that Raina do be tripping, bro. Because I heard it at the end of the last episode, which was insane. So y'all check that out, the Seneschal Rebel Moon podcast over on Spotify, and I think it's on Apple Podcasts too. Yeah. Saying hope we get that Rebel Moon 3 announcement at the Netflix event, and that's coming up. Look, we gonna get something because they wouldn't be at Geek Week for no reason. Said Rebel Moon director's cuts should have released first and no PG-13 versions. He's like, the PG-13 cuts is the reason the director's cuts exist. Exactly, bro. Austin says that narrative only tracking for the lames. We know there's way more cool people out here. Yeah. Yeah. Right. South Cali guy jumping the gun a little bit. Nah, we about to talk about that in 1 second, bro. Yeah. Michael says the internet is a microcosm of the real world coalesced into a smorgasbord of positivity and hate and constant conflict. Michael over here getting existential and shit, you know what I'm saying? Nah, that was dope though. That was dope. Patiently waiting for a track to explode on. Yep, bro. Hey, it's gonna be go time soon, bro. Right. But yeah, wrapping up on that subject, just letting y'all know that in terms of that train of thought or those talking points, we done with the Rebel Moon's not a success. We done with the, Netflix is not pleased with how this shit has gone. We're done with the wasn't no women at the event. Right, hold up. Matter of fact, I'm gonna run this back one more time. I would like y'all to realize that this video that I'm about to play, y'all, they said there were no women at this event.
It's exploding? Oh my god, in slow motion?
The director's cuts is exactly what I was looking for.
Zack Snyder is Snydering here.
He hit the bullseye really well. Just blown away. It was so bad.
I feel like I was watching 10 movies at once. I love the additional stories he adds to the movie.
More violent, more sexy.
There's a little brain that's attached to a really buff dude.
Just like a visual feast the whole time.
I'm loving the female power. Sophia Boutella, oh my god. Yeah. Girl crush.
Totally overall awesome film.
10 out of 10 amazing movie.
Extended cut's the way to go. Snyder cut all the way.
More Zack Snyder is more to love. Adventure, the excitement, the explosions, and the crazy religious teeth collectors. That film went fast. Just goes like that. Definitely watch it. It's awesome.
Right? That's how crazy these narratives is getting, y'all. They don't want y'all to believe y'all eyes, bro. They don't want y'all to even trust your own thoughts, right? Because even you could see something like Rebel Moon and the impact that it has had, especially since the PG-13 cuts came out, and the fact that it's launching this new franchise and has been doing all this stuff in terms of merchandising and all this marketing and Netflix rolling this thing out in such a new and revolutionary way, right? But no, they would rather have y'all not believe none of that, just to sit here and try to push some narrative that, yo, nobody likes Zack Snyder. Yo, this is weird, bro. But we just gonna keep this thing going, so we done with that narrative and we done with that topic. You know what I'm saying? Moving on, right? ZSJL is coming to Netflix in Spain, y'all. I repeat, ZSJL is coming to Netflix in Spain, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all to understand this, right? It's getting closer and closer. And can y'all feel that? Right? And can y'all feel that? Can y'all feel it? That chill that's running down y'all spine? Can you feel the goosebumps? Right? Just like every time we look up, this shit is on Netflix in another country. You know what I mean? Right? Who started this conversation? Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro. Hold on, man. Hold on. Let me run this back so I can because I think I even asked Zach about the DC. Yo, pay attention to the end of this clip, right? Because I asked Zach about how he felt when they said they wanted his DC stuff on Netflix. Yo, check this out. Yo, chilling here. About to meet the man himself again, Zack Snyder. He's with Leon right now, signing some stuff, signing his T-shirt, his ZSSM shirt. Nobody's pawn, you dig? Right, hey, we are here. You know what I'm saying? ZSSM. We in the building.
All right, all the best. Absolutely.
Yeah. Once again, hey, what's going on, Zach?
How's it?
Can you make that out? Hey, Skywalker, sir. What's going on?
You want me to make it out?
Yeah. Skywalker, SKII. Can you very quickly just talk about what it's been like in this week's lead up to Rebel Moon being released and everything that Netflix has been doing with this epic world of Zack Snyder stuff, because it's truly special.
Look, it's awesome, and I really appreciate those guys having the, sort of foresight to be able to set that money aside so I could really do it the right way and all
Absolutely.
that, and they did. So it's really
absolutely
cool.
Hey, they seem to be supporting you a whole lot, even up to the ex-head of Netflix film is saying that they wanted your DC stuff on their platform. So it's been super dope, and you can't wait to watch some director's cuts.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
All right. I can't wait for you.
Have a great day.
All right, cheers. All the best.
Yes. Hey. What's going on, Necron?
How you doing, man?
We chilling, bro. We having a good time, yo.
Oh, for sure. I've been watching. I was, finishing up a couple things. And I said, I'll hop on, man. Hopefully Austin comes through next. And then the Apex show up. That'll be awesome. We're just all call them the Apex now, right?
Right, yeah. Right. The tip of the spear, bro. Look, bro, real quick. Just touch on the Rebel Moon, the success stuff first, and then we'll get into this ZSJL hopping on Netflix on in another country, right? So
yeah. Well, as usual,
thoughts, bro. Mm-hmm.
As usual, the whole Rebel Moon narrative theory that it was a complete bomb and they blew all their money and everything's canceled looks like it's wrong once again. Actually, it's the complete opposite. It looks like it was more of a slow burn on the director's cuts, and I think that's kind of normal. Because it's director's cuts. That's more of a fan-oriented type of thing. But then the word of mouth gets out, and then they start telling their regular friends and all that. Like you were talking about earlier and in the chat. And all of a sudden, people start catching on to it, and they're like, oh, man, this is dope, this is got exploding heads. I mean, I know everybody says it, but it's true, man. How many damn exploding heads are in this movie? But not only that, just the sci-fi element of the director's cut is this next level too. You know, the Kali coming to life in the dream sequence, or the astral plane, if you want to say sequence. You know, just so much, dude, so much. And of course, you got a completely different tone set of the movie from the opening sequence. Like, you knew this was going to be something totally like, okay, those PG-13s are good. They're great. But this is like, you know, next level, powered up, you know, type of situation now. So, of course, I think, you know, we ain't got to go through all that. Everyone's going to be director cuts watching from here on out, I'm pretty sure, until, you know, the next round of PG-13s come out. But
it's like when the ultimate version of BVS came out, there was no real reason to go back and watch the theatrical version.
No, I mean, it's
fine.
Nothing wrong with it too. I loved it in the movies when I saw it, you know, but
I saw it 4 times, bro.
I did not see it that many times. I was on a budget. But I did see it in IMAX in 3D. And it was awesome, dude. Yeah. So, for sure, you know, we're going to all be watching those director's cuts. And I think, too, a lot of that's replay value. You know, everybody's like, damn, I need to watch that again. That was amazing. And, of course, you know, every time you watch it, you kind of notice something. A little new part or a little new background, something or another, right? Like, oh, I didn't catch that last time. Oh, I didn't see that. So, nah, man, this stuff is successful. And just like, you know, you had a whole week of Netflix giving this man love in their own theater, their own events. And these people trying to say, oh, you know, Zack Snyder's a failure on Netflix. Dude, you ops. You all just writing your own suicide, man. You just look ridiculous. You look ridiculous. All the stuff you come up with and your responses and people's, you know, just enjoying, you know, Rebel Moon post and everything. Just stop. Move on to something else. I don't know what they can do, but it's obviously a success. It's obviously popular with fans. It has, you know, a big fan base. It's fun, dude. Like, you know, I saw some of the younger people say, Sky, and this is a good point. They were like, you know, all you older guys, you got your Star Wars and all that, and there's a lot of history, but this is something younger people can just jump right into, and it's really kind of be their own thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, that's true, you know, this, and then, you know, the stereotype of Zack Snyder is only, you know, fucking old white dudes that like it. Okay, guilty, but from your
right,
but from what, you know, you showed, that is really, you know, when you were at the events and all that showed that narrative's insane. Ain't no way. Zack
Snyder. My dual shock.
Yeah, great channel right there. Cool folks. I just want to say hi, Retro, in person.
Right.
But yeah, just like Zach is across the board with his fan base and the people that like him. They just make themselves look dumb, man. Qatar says Star Wars is nerfed now.
He said Star Wars is nerfed. Retro said that she may rewatch it. Yeah, yo. But now what about the ZSJL on Netflix, bro? And it hitting Spain, you know what I'm saying?
One conqueror at a time, right? One territory at a time with this.
And Havoc said that it's touring Europe right now.
He's kind of right. The ZSJL European tour kicked off, you know, last year in Germany or whatever, and now it's just moving across the continent, man. Yeah, that's amazing. It's good to hear. It's only going to be a matter of time before it shows up in the U.S. on Netflix, and it's going to blow up.
Yo, St. Havoc says those movies that were playing in the Egyptian theater will probably be on the Netflix folder.
He's probably right. Yeah.
Just for clarification's sake, that's 300, Watchmen, the director's cut, Dawn of the Dead, Army of the Dead is already on there.
Yeah, that's their property.
in Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Can you imagine, dude? Wow.
ZSJL, homie.
And to think about it,
dread
too.
it, run from it. Destiny still arrives, yo. That shit played in the Netflix theater. I'm sorry, Nick Ryan.
No, that's
I just
facts.
be having to repeat that, bro.
It's like some people who can't see past, like what that means, to get this WB movie that's supposed to be an exclusive to HBO Max playing in a Netflix theater. What the?
Right?
Man. Awesome.
Bro, it's up right now. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's like there's so much reasons, or so many reasons rather, to be hopeful right now about everything that's going on with Zack Snyder, if you're a fan of his work, right? Because Rebel Moon was a global phenomenon in its own right. Like,
yes, sir.
The impact that movie had. I'm telling you, when I was in the hospital and my nurse was talking about it, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, like, this stuff doesn't happen to me on accident. I don't think. Like, I think I'm kind of meant to share these things with you guys, because I'm like, yo, this is really something special that I think resonated with a lot of people that aren't on the internet 24/7. And so it seems as if like it's just this little small pocket of the internet, but I think all these suits and these executives, they know exactly what the hell is going on. I think all of them know. I think all of them know exactly what's going on. Yep. And that's why we see these things pushed out to us on a daily basis, 24/7, because they are combating reality.
Well, Disney don't want to lose their stranglehold on sci-fi, which is Star Wars. So they're going to have their people coming out. They're undercover folks coming out and being rude and doing their thing on the internet. James Gunn going to have his people coming out fighting any ZSJL type of stuff on the internet, because
right?
It is what it is, and you just you get used to it because you almost expect it. That type of hate that happens.
They be deciding when people can and can't talk about Zack. Apparently, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit be crazy, bro.
Yeah,
right? So,
that one was amazing. When that was the nail in the coffin. I could talk about Zack, guys. I was like, okay, I'm done. You should have been talking about Zack from all the damn time.
But who makes these decisions? You know what
I'm kidding.
Anyway,
yeah.
Retro says WBD is not doing anything with it. Give it to a company that knows how to take care of its creatives. Netflix is killing it. Yeah,
for sure.
I agree. I think that when you look at the moves that has been being made, especially with how they just went about filming this movie, this was such a revolutionary thing, bro. All this whole 3-part trilogy, like shooting, 6 films, 2 at a time, back to back, like that's dope, bro.
Yeah. Not only that, it's smart business too. They're like, whoa, we get 4 cuts out of one film's budget. That's
right.
That's the reality of the situation with the Rebel Moon, on Netflix. You get four films out of one film's budget, and both Netflix is happy, and more importantly, Zack is happy because he gets his cut with no, interference coming from the men up at the top. He just makes the film he wants to make.
Facts. W. Mir with the $2 super chat saying, Balisarius, no. There would be no survivors. Right? Real talk, man.
Yep.
It's over for all these like narratives, bro. All these Zack ain't got no fans, don't nobody.
That's
like
so dumb.
Like this, that, and the third, right? I mean, it's it's all done. But let me go ahead and hit you with this drop real quick, bro.
Wow, that's amazing.
Want to say hi really quickly, Debbie. And thank you so much. You guys are amazing. It has been so dope this entire week with the Epic Worlds of Zack Snyder. It's been great for us fans, and we just want to say thank you guys.
Oh my God! Well, we want to say thank you to you, all of you out there, because we make the movies for you guys.
Absolutely. And thank you so much, Debbie. You have a wonderful day.
All right, you too.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes. Bye bye. All right. Hey, we're in here keeping it going. So y'all have a wonderful day, and we'll tap in with y'all soon. Peace.
Right? Yeah.
She's like, hold on. I'm talking to Skywalker.
Right?
That's awesome.
And then I didn't even know that Zach made a face until I talked to Leon afterwards. He was like,
no kidding?
Like, yeah. He was like, Zach totally like made this face like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's awesome. Good times.
HMDS says the Snyder hate is an infection contracted on Twitter. Right?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
where it starts.
Yep. The Acolyte is canceled, and Rebel Moon is marching forward. You dig?
Mm-hmm. Dude, Acolyte could have been so fire if they would have did it right. But they didn't. So they're paying the price.
Right. WBD. Bruh, I got another stream coming soon on that too, because we got a stream where, bruh, WBD is like officially selling and licensing off IPs now, bro. I mean,
dude, their stock is terrible.
Like, come on,
they need to do something. This.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree, man. I agree. But anyway, yeah, what's WBD doing holding on to this at this point? Just being petty? Trying to get too much out of it? I don't know. But they just go ahead and need to sell it already. Give it to Netflix. Let Zach continue it. But I know, Sky, they don't want to be humiliated because they made a decision to go with somebody else. So it is petty. They know they're going to get humiliated if Zach... They're going to be like, damn, we look like a bunch of idiots now. We got this clown-ass Superman movie coming out. Zach over here cooking.
Zach is cooking. He
yes.
is definitely cooking, man. Look,
but,
No, I
was gonna say, but they got to do it. The shareholders got to be happy. They want some, they want some returns.
Absolutely, and I think that them licensing out to Netflix could be the start of getting out of that hole, right?
Yeah.
But when I look to the Netflix platform and I see how they're moving in terms of Zach and his projects, bro, like, I mean, is there any more doubt that they are invested in this guy, Necron? Like,
only a fool would think they're not invested into him at this point. They gave him his crazy sci-fi movie, which rules. They let him do what he wanted. No one else was going to let him do that. And you're going to over here and
really let him do what he wanted.
Yeah, they let him do what he wanted. I mean, that's a hard R sci-fi movie for sure, man. So yeah, they let him do what he wants, and if you over here thinking, they don't like him, and it's, they don't like a guy that just gave him a whole week of their whole, theater and promotion, putting signs up on Hollywood Boulevard that this is the most Snydering has ever Snydered or whatever.
Yeah, right. Like, come on,
how you gonna say these things and sit here and say they don't really back them, or it's a flop? You just showed the numbers of the director's cut; those are pretty damn good.
Yep, especially like I said, right after that damn juggernaut of that SpongeBob movie came out. Like, come on now.
Yeah, that's a huge thing too. The whole SpongeBob.
You got a SpongeBob movie releasing on the platform, right? Like the same weekend, pretty much. And come on.
Yeah, that's some. Let's be real. All the kids are gonna be watching that SpongeBob. Yeah. Even some adults that I know love all that stuff.
Right? everybody that's tuning in to Netflix is gonna be checking out SpongeBob.
Sure, well, especially if you got the
yeah.
little kids and all that for sure.
Facts.
So to even compete with that and pull those numbers, accomplishment.
Right, but yeah, ZSJL is officially coming to another Netflix platform in another country. So we're gonna be keeping our eye on all that stuff, yo.
Because when you buy in bulk, you get a discount. So sooner or later, the biggest territory, the United States, probably gonna have it. And when it does, it's gonna hit. HBO Max does not have the reach of Netflix.
Not at all.
There are gonna be so many new people see this and say, "Well, damn, this is great."
Right?
And then they're gonna see that cliffhanger and they're like, "Well, when's this next one coming?"
And then Netflix is gonna be like, "We got that for you." You know what I'm saying?
Working on it.
I'm telling you, yo, when that shit hit the platform, it's a wrap, Necron.
We both know it is. Yeah, that's the final. That's your last clue.
Hey, that's it. So trust me, when it happens, y'all, the party is gonna be on this channel.
Yes, sir. It's the only place the party should be.
It's gonna be on this fucking channel. You know what I mean?
Guess what, Sky? You can talk about Zach on Netflix now.
Right? For sure, man. But look, let's move on to this last topic here because I didn't even catch this.
Okay, what we got?
Because I had been gone, right? And I had been, all over the place, right? I was going to all these different screenings and stuff, right? And had to do all that. And then I kind of got back and settled in. And then I had to turn around and go to Las Vegas.
Woo!
Right? Which was its own thing and its own beast. And I was out there for work and couldn't really be tapped in with what was going on, because I'm like running all over the place and I'm busy and stuff. So
sure,
couldn't really be tapped in for that. Then I come back, literally like within 1 hour of me being back, I was in the theater watching Alien Romulus, right? Then
that's right.
Go home.
I got a call last night from Apex, Leon, and we talked so damn long, I realized we missed your stream on Romulus Live.
Oh, hey, it's all good.
I know, but I'm usually here, and I was like, I hung up, and I was like, oh, damn, Sky even streamed. Shit, I missed it. So I got to get caught up on that, but carry on, my friend.
Right. Yeah, so I had literally because I got back to LA around like 5 o'clock, and then went to go see Alien Romulus at 6. Went home, got some sleep, and then the next morning, Saturday morning, I went to X-Men 97 marathon from 10 a.m. to like almost like 4 p.m.
Jeez.
Right? And they had like a live Q&A and stuff after that. So yeah, and then I had to go right back to work. So like I've been super busy and I was out of the loop, right? But I come back, bro, and I see this. And it's like, wait a minute, there was another fucking article that was written, right? So let's discuss this. Right?
Oh,
let's discuss this.
Yeah.
From Fortress of Solitude. You know what I'm saying? And Necron, what's going on with these people, bro? Like, why did they try to say that we didn't know what we was doing, bro? Why they try to say that the ROEs wasn't a good idea? Necron, what has been happening for the last year and a half?
Well, first of all, the people who, my opinion, who didn't want it to happen are the people who have a stake for it not happening. and they work for a certain somebody who doesn't want it to happen. I ain't going to say it. If you don't know by now, you're watching the wrong show. They work for a certain somebody, so that's what's going on. But then something like this that comes late to the game, to me, I think this is like they probably got some inside info, of something going on, and they want to look like the ones like, yep, I told you so.
Right? We were right.
Yep.
Suddenly. Look.
Suddenly.
And shouts out to Fortress of Solitude.
For sure.
I'm glad that they did this article. You know what I'm saying? But suddenly my
like
ass.
why was it not prior? Why? Okay, why is it suddenly now a good idea?
This shit was a good idea
from day one.
This shit was a good idea when Forbes said it was a good idea over a fucking year and a half ago.
Yep. Facts.
Oh my god. But look, we got another guest.
More folks
hopping up on here. You know what I'm saying? We got Andy from Hold My DualShock on here. What's going on, Andy? How you feeling, bro?
Feeling good, dog. Man, imagine how stupid I felt. I'm sitting there like watching y'all stream, and then I was also on Twitter. I'm like, oh, he sent me a link to this, and I remember you saying it, and I just completely forgot. But thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
Hey, I appreciate you being here and pulling up, bro. I'm glad that you could be part of this conversation. So, I don't know if you saw this, Andy, but apparently we've been making some more noise, right? And we got this article written the other day. But how do you feel knowing that suddenly this idea is great?
You know, I feel better, man, because like until the media says it, like I just try and sit the fence, you know, like they'll tell me what I need to think. And now I feel vindicated because I was taking chances, like liking the Zack Snyder dude and liking this Justice League stuff, you know. So I feel less exposed for sure. It's stupid though, right? Like, it's crazy stupid.
Yo, once again, shouts out to Fortress of Solitude. I'm glad that they wrote this up, man. This is actually a cool article kind of explaining the whole thing. And you know what I'm saying? They saying, yo, like, hey, suddenly this is a great idea, right, guys? And man, it's just, hey, it does feel good to know now that Fortress of Solitude says that it's a good idea. I actually feel like this can work now.
Maybe they suddenly saw some footage from Superman L, and they're like, hey, suddenly ZSJL looks like a good idea.
Right. All of a sudden.
Right,
but yeah, I'm kind of done. Right. Yo, I do want to say this though. I think that with how wait, what is going on? I think that with how this past year and a half has gone, with us just kind of marching forward, we've been kind of numb to a lot of what has been being said about what we've been doing, and I think it's been easier for us to kind of get down and it's kind of focus on what we can control that way. But it is cool to be able to just kind of peek up every now and then and see how far that you've come, though, right? In Necron?
Yeah. Well, you remember, like, one of the early criticisms was, like, maybe, like, half a year into it, like, hey, well, nothing's happening. You know, it failed, you know, we're not hearing anything. All the while, Zack Snyder's in the middle of making Rebel Moon and doing all these things. It's not like they can, you know, it takes a while to make one of these type of super huge deals like this happen. It's not going to happen overnight or maybe even within a year, because Netflix is going to do all their check all their data to make sure too this is going to be a worthwhile investment for them as well. So one of the things for me is like I never thought it was going to happen within a year. I'm giving it like maybe a 2-3 year kind of window for it to actually even be announced. That's just me personally. I'm hoping tomorrow though, it's announced, but we gotta be real. He just finished Rebel Moon, so they're not gonna. I always thought they weren't gonna announce something while they still were trying to roll out Rebel Moon, and they still got to roll out Twilight of the Gods.
Yep.
And then then you get the hype up, which is we got, and then you probably make a big announcement for ZSJL on Netflix. And we got to get the movie ZSJL on Netflix first before you even get announcements of sequels.
Facts. Has to get there first.
Yeah.
And Sin Havoc brings up a great point. They're starting to compare Cell to release the Snyder Cut.
That's good.
Yeah.
That was successful. Yeah.
Yes. That was the only hashtag that was successful, mind you.
Yeah,
right.
They got it done. You got to give them their flowers on that. It got it done.
Right, but yeah. What are your thoughts on that, Andy? Because we've kind of been in the thick of this, right? So just kind of hearing about this thing from the outside, how has this kind of been hitting for you guys recently?
I mean, other than it just being great news and confirmation things are moving forward, I think Necron's saying it's right, though. Like, this is a big deal. And so, sorry, it makes sense that they would use this time period to kind of test, with Rebel Moon. But I think it also maybe goes both ways. Like, they know how big of a deal Snyder's following is. Otherwise, it wouldn't have brought all the other Snyderverse films to Netflix. And so you probably don't want to announce it if it has the potential to, like, steal the thunder of this new IP you're trying to make, because it's gonna dominate the conversation. Because it's not supposed to be possible, right? It's not supposed to be happening. It's impossible. It's a film that didn't exist. Now it not only exists, but you can stream it, which is pretty wild. And all I keep thinking is like, do you remember last week when it came out that they have all these plans for Zack? He's going to do these Rebel Moon films, but they're not focusing on Army of the Dead. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And the entire hater community was like, "Oh, bro, that's because he's trash, and they're just gonna dump him," which makes no sense if they're gonna bring in this, right? Definitely doesn't make sense if you're gonna let him bring in, continue with Rebel Moon. Like, why would you do that? Army of the Dead did well, unless they're thinking maybe it's not a priority compared to some deal they might be about to do with Warner Brothers, and they're just trying to refocus efforts because. Army of the Dead's fun, but bro, if you have a chance to bring in like a Justice League 2 or Man of Steel 2, I don't know. And I think
you're putting Army of the Dead on the back burner. Let's be real.
Yeah, I mean,
this is cool, but this is the Justice League.
And dude, what did he just prove? Look how good Rebel Moon looks, and it cost them nothing. That was the other big thing, right? It'd be too expensive to make. Nope, bro.
Dude, am I crazy, or does the director's cut look cleaner than the PG-13, or am I just got new glasses and seeing better now? Because I'm like, this looks really freaking good.
No, I think it looked better.
Like they had more time, right, to sharpen things up and
that, and how much of his initial stuff that he wanted to do, with the violence, you had to tune down. You have what your vision is for it with these laser beams, disintegrating people, and they're being blood and gore. And then you have the censored version. You're probably not putting as much effort in the graphics of something that's already tuned down, because I thought it looked insane. Not cheesy insane,
no,
realistically.
I mean, it's still top tier compared to a lot of other things I see out there. PG version, you see some stuff wow, you actually released that? Okay, this still smokes it, but director's cut just. Maybe too is this so visceral too, and they were able to put more time into the visceralness of the battle scenes and all that as well.
Yeah. And look, I saw all 4 versions on movie theater screen, and they all looked fantastic. Yo. They all looked great. So, yeah, and they will probably be putting just a little bit more money into a Justice League project. I would think, you know what I'm saying?
I would think so. I think that would kind of go ahead and justify the budget.
Right.
I have a question though. Like, so do you guys remember what did they say was the amount of money it took for him when they released the Snyder Cut to tune up and fix the damage from the Justice League? Was it like 80 million or something?
Yeah, that's why I remember something like 7 to 80 million.
The number was around 70. There was a quote from somebody that came out and said that they wished that was true, like you're saying that it might have been a little bit higher. I do know that it was very tricky because of the fact that it was like an alternate version that hadn't been released in theaters, but they kind of had to go back and do like some renegotiating with the contract stuff. So it might have been a bit more than that. But obviously with this, you wouldn't have those same issues. It would just be you having to secure that licensing fee.
Well, my thing is, how is he the only director that seems to be like becoming more economical? Because you go from, you know, a 4-hour movie in the Snyder Cut that already had some stuff technically filmed, you know, yeah, he's adding on to it, but then he releases essentially 4 films worth of content, you know, 2 3/4 if you want to be nitpicky, for what, like 160 or something? Like, how's that possible? Like, the only director in Hollywood that seems to be utilizing the technology to actually make better entertainment for cheaper.
Yeah, because he's good. They, you know, admit it to haters, he's good. He knows what he's doing, and he isn't wasting budgets. He's utilizing, you know, sounds like every penny to get the best product he can get out of it.
Yep. See, and that's also one thing that plays into this as well. Zach and Debbie have such a keen understanding of like the business and the economical side to these conversations, in a way that I think a lot of the fan base just kind of look. And I'm not saying always think about the business first, but you have to consider it when you're having these conversations. So when we're talking about, hey, just go out there and put the director's cuts out there. Well, fiscally, right? Fiscally speaking,
I would agree
that's
with
not
that,
really responsible. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, yeah.
If you're trying to build this thing out as a franchise and really have something that can be marketed to families and all that type of stuff. So when you actually talk to both of them, they seem really understanding of that side of these conversations. And so I think that that's one of the reasons why you kind of see these revolutionary steps being taken in the production of Rebel Moon especially, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, Debbie is a producer, so she does understand, you know, the economic side of these things, and more, you know. And I'm sure with Zach, it's probably funny, in the, you know, in their marriage, because I'm sure he's just like, let's go crazy, and she's like, Zach, let's go crazy, but we still can't go insane, you know. Let's figure it out. And I mean, that's why they're just such a cool winning team, them two.
Man, look, and then I even just had this thought. Even think back to ZSJL. Jason Momoa was quoted as saying that they shot like at least like 2 films worth of movie, right? There's still stuff that we probably didn't even see and that they shot on that set, right? So
didn't they say there's like a 4-hour cut somewhere at one point?
5 hour.
5 hour, okay.
Yeah, that the assembly cut was like 5 hours.
Woo.
And so look, they were probably gonna do part 1, part 2 back then. Like, so,
Before everything, yeah, probably so. That was probably the plan,
right? So this might have been a thing back then. If they even had part 1 and part 2 announced,
dude.
Right? It was like Justice League Part 1 was coming out one year, and Justice League Part 2 was coming out this other year. Then all of a sudden, it just became one movie, right? But what if they did shoot Part 1 and Part 2 back to back? That's quite possible.
That there's probably raw footage out there, at least beginning of Part 2. Who knows how far they got into it, but yeah, you're right. And so this ideal they used on Rebel Moon might be a throwback what he already did on Justice League, is what you're saying, right? Like
right.
Yeah, he could have already been like he finally got to finish it, do it the way he wanted to with Rebel Moon.
Yo, I can give y'all 4 movies. You know what I mean?
4 movies out of one
back
budget.
to back. Nah.
And they're going to be hits, and the people are going to be talking about them, and they're going to be watched.
You know who he reminds me of? Do you remember like when that movie The Abyss by James Cameron came out?
Yes.
And he had the water effect of the dude who's like the alien controls the water, and nobody had ever done that stuff before.
Yep.
And then he was able to use it for Terminator 2.
Terminator 2, yep.
Yeah.
Another director who people seem to love to hate and talk down about his stuff, but moves the needle, in Hollywood on like the practical side of how things are done.
I can't imagine anyone. I mean, this goes to show, like, wow, you must not really know what you're talking about if you're going to sit here and criticize James Cameron and all he's done. And
he gets a lot.
And the money he makes on top of it and the innovation he comes up with.
Bruh. Yep. Avatar 2 was so fire.
Yep. Terminator 2, man. Hell, me and the original Terminator.
Cried,
I love that movie.
Bro, do you remember True Lies? That's a fun
Yes.
Oh, yeah, bro.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
One of my favorite Bill Paxton roles ever.
Yeah.
Dude, the sleazy insurance salesman. Bro.
Right? You know what I mean?
I need to revisit that. I think I haven't seen it since the 90s. But, yeah, I'm going to check that one out.
That is a great movie, bro.
Yep.
I always think back to that scene where the dude is going off in that speech, and then the guy is recording him, and then the camera battery runs out, and he's all like scared to tell him. Right? Oh man, classic movie, bro. Classic movie. I do have like one more kind of surprise topic, but I want to wrap these 3 up before we get on out of here.
All right.
We will start with Andy, right? We've had 3 topics tonight, man. The success of Rebel Moon, bro, and how it's kind of been official that this is a canon event now, right? Rebel Moon was a success. The fact that we also are getting ZSJL popping up on other platforms as well as this hashtag sell Snyderverse to Netflix article. What's your final thoughts as we wrap up, bro?
I just have this sneaky suspicion that things are about to go like a full 180, and I think like Snyder is about to become popular. Like I get this feeling like
you can feel it too, right, Andy?
Yeah, like because when this new Superman film drops, all the contrarians that they can't tell you why they don't like Zack Snyder, it just became very popular to not like Zack Snyder. That's usually about the time that people like to be like, actually this thing that it was like the people that hated on the prequels, and then the sequels came out, and all of a sudden, they're like, man, those prequels are actually pretty good. And I feel like you're about to have a bunch of people coming back like, how could nobody told us about this all along, So y'all are going to be in a pretty good place to pull out some receipts. Because I just think it's like, I think it's coming. I think they've made it so niche and so, yeah. But I mean, I definitely think you're right. I think stuff's about to happen. There's no business interest to do any of this stuff if there's not about to be big movement. And then all the stuff like you were talking about with people trying to say they should have released the director's cut first. I mean, if you think about it, they created two types of film. They created something that people could easily binge in the PG-13 cut, which is exactly what Netflix needs for their models to keep people on the platform. And then they still created something that anybody who wanted a deeper dive is going to just go watch again. And so you add those views to the initial views, that's crazy. And again, for that budget, bro, they spend that much money on like Stranger Things and Shadow and Bone, and stuff they cancel, you know? So I think it's crazy. I think it's good. I'm excited to see what he does next with Rebel Moon because, like, I wasn't the biggest on the PG-13 cut. It was okay. It wasn't my favorite Snyder stuff, but the director's cut, like I told you, like it gave me so much stuff to like start geeking out and waiting for all the fan pages to start explaining shit, you know?
Yeah, bro. Man, there is a lot coming, and there's still a lot for us to deep dive on. I actually got 2 more streams coming up very soon. You should stay on the lookout for that. And hey, if anybody wants to pop in, y'all can pop in as well. But yeah, Andy brings up a great point because I was kind of thinking about that too. I think that with the Superman movie eventually flopping, ZSJL being on Netflix, because like if that happens, it's gonna be kind of hard to keep trying to control this narrative like that, because it's gonna be too many people watching it and enjoying it for them to just keep this shit going. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, oh my god, nobody likes Zack Snyder. This is the biggest platform out of all of the streaming platforms, like by far. You know. Yeah, but yeah, I appreciate that from you, Andy. Right, and Necron, what you got to say, wrapping up on these topics, bro?
Well, of course, Rebel Moon is and was a success. I mean, it was just funny watching, you know, people like, you know, Andy saying, and, you know, and what we see in our comments all the time is, you know, these crazy anti people who have like 10 followers all of a sudden coming out of the woodwork and criticizing every post you make. And it's like, well, you obviously aren't very popular because no one's listening to you or your, you know, little clique of bots and friends that you hang around with. And for some reason, I do a little silly video saying, you know, real faces, real people, doing El Boogie. Anything I do at Snyder gets the most engagement on Twitter. Facts. I post my band, no one cares. You know? But you do Snyder, you're getting like 10,000 plus views on it. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. And you're going to sit here and tell me no one likes Zack Snyder? I can see it with my own eyes. Obviously they do, because a lot of people seem to be interested anytime Zack Snyder is mentioned. And I think a lot of people they want us. I know what a lot of it is. There's a lot of lurkers who want to support, but they're afraid that they're going to get attacked for supporting because they see how vicious, you know, these ops will be. But they still support by just viewing it, just liking it, or doing whatever, right? Because I know a lot of people don't want to get thrown into the grinder of the Twitter wars and all that. But to me, I'm like, Twitter ain't real to me that big of a deal. You know, it's Twitter. It's like, whatever. It doesn't. So true. Yeah, it's not my real life. You know what I mean? Because outside of there, my band rules. But I ain't going to get in all that here because, you know, we do fun stuff. But beyond that, Twitter is this like a fraction of what the real world is. And the real world says Zack Snyder is a success. Netflix loves Zack Snyder, or they wouldn't be doing all these special engagement events for him and fan events and all that. So that's all I got to say. It's a fraction of this. I like to say we were the small vocal minority. And in reality, it's the complete opposite. You know, they are the people who hate Zach, and have this obsession to go on anything pro Zack Snyder is weird. I don't know how you get through the day just looking for pro Zack Snyder posts and just like crapping on them. Like, that's your life, I guess.
Unless you doing your job,
you're doing your job. You're on the payroll. Yeah. That's most likely what it is, I'm sure.
Patrolling the Twitter streets, looking for anybody having fun, talking about Zack Snyder stuff.
Right.
Just to hop in their thread.
Get out there and get that Zack Snyder post down and, react negative to it. I'm not paying you to sit here and watch YouTube videos. Anyway, and the whole Snyderverse, to Netflix. It's happening. It's just, country by country, one at a time. And when it comes on Netflix, USA, that's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's not exclusive to HBO Max anymore in the US. It's on Netflix. And HBO, you guys, come on. You need the money. Let's just get this rolling already. Get it over here. Stop being stubborn. Get some good publicity for your country, your company, and license it already, man. Come on, there's no need for this,
And they know it hurts them. Like the Zack Snyder stuff, definitely, because they made it contentious, hurts their new projects. But if they had any data to hurt this, like they have the HBO numbers, they could easily be like, oh well, nobody watched it when we made it on HBO, so why would we license it unless they know it has value and they're shopping,
It only crashed their servers, when they released it. That's all.
Yeah. That if they had any way to say why they're not doing it, a good reason, they'd be out there, James Gunn would be like, just people didn't support it, so, we're moving on. But they don't.
Right.
And you had old ownership.
Hey, what they do is send out Zachary Levi. Hey, guys, that Snyderverse just didn't materialize.
Maybe, not for you, not for Shazam, but...
Boy, that's got to be one of the biggest defining career moves in a bad way ever. That poor guy going out there and saying all that, and then kaboom, floppity flop flop.
Now he's making films with purple crayon and shit,
Right? Yeah, how you like them apples?
Should have just kept your mouth shut. He was trying,
that ski trip?
Exactly. He's like, man,
I'm
going to get in good with Gunn. I'm going to go out here and diss Zack Snyder and we'll show him. Yeah. Oh, no.
What did he do in them lifts, yo? Right? When they was going up. Oh, my God. I don't even want to know what that man did in them lifts, bro. Probably some salacious behavior in there. But anyway, look, I'm just going to say this, because we do got one more topic to get through, so I don't want to give my final thoughts yet. But I had to give the homies final thoughts. And now we got to hear Bat Dan's thoughts, right? Because we got Bat Dan in the building. What's going on, Bat Dan?
Bat Dan.
What's up, man?
What up, guys? Thanks for having me on, Skywalker. I'm just really pumped right now. I'm very pumped because I actually met someone on Saturday at a convention and fan expo. I met Sophia Boutella.
Right.
Hell yeah, I saw that.
Right. Can you kind of speak about that real quickly, Bat Dan?
Yeah, so there was Fan Expo that was in Chicago, or technically Rosemont, suburb of Chicago. But yeah, there was a convention where lots of people were there. Mark Hamill was there. Sean Gunn was there too. But most importantly though, Sophia Boutella was there, and I was first
make sure
in line.
There wasn't no kids in line trying to get an autograph from Weasel, please. Like that's not a.
I stayed away from that line. I stayed well away from Sean Gunn's line. But actually,
it's from the sick, twisted mind of James Gunn, bro. And that's where that line came from. Nah,
yeah, but I was first in line. I met Sophia Boutella, and I had to wait for a little bit because she wasn't feeling well. But she did show up, and I met her, and I was really nervous. I was so nervous the whole time. You can kind of see from the photos, I was nervous, I'm not going to lie. But she's just a really sweet person, honestly. She's so nice. She's so genuine. She just seemed really happy to meet a Zack Snyder fan, someone who's a hardcore fan. When I told him about a certain shirt, he gave me a fist bump for being a hardcore Zack Snyder fan.
There you go. Wow.
Certain shirt. This is the shirt that I showed her, and if you zoom in real closely, yeah, there we go. Can you blow me up for a second?
Yep. I was trying to find the button.
Okay, thank you. I think you can see it. It's a little dark right now.
Yeah.
There we go. Perfect.
It's that Nobody's Pawn, you dig? And Sophia Boutella.
Yeah. Sophia Boutella signed my Cell shirt, and she was really appreciated. I'm a hardcore fan to support all of Zach's work. And and I gave her a gift to it's some card game I invented with my grandma years ago and have sets of, and I gave her a set, so now she has something to even remember me by too.
Hey, Bat Dan out there with boots on the ground, you dig? See, you just never know. At any of these expos, fan conventions, somebody from Cell just might pop up in the building. You know what I'm saying? One of the Syndicate Network or its colleagues. You know what I'm saying? Might just pop up on you. You dig?
Absolutely, and I will definitely continue to support Cell when I go to these conventions.
Right. W Mirror, real quick, with the $10 super chat saying nobody watched ZSJL on HBO Max, but only had the highest spike in stocks history on the week of March 18th through 20th until the Sarnoff article, and look where they are now. That's so true, bro. He said the highest spike in stocks history. All because they released the Snyder Cut, bro.
Unreal,
that spike
right?
looked massive, y'all. That shit looked like one of them Vlad the Impaler spikes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was like outside of the castle.
You can't miss it.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't know, man. Hold up. Let me get a homie a drop, man. I gotta find something. Hold up. What do we got for W Mirror real quick? Hold on. Let me find. Oh yeah. Here we go.
Real quick, I want to ask you not about the legalities or like the probabilities or anything like that, but can you just speak to the resolve of your fan base that now that we're trying to get this thing sold to a third party?
The fan base has consistently been amazing and consistently regardless of what I think, the fan base has their own ideas and they seem to win.
Yeah.
Well said, Zach.
Right. Bat Dan, you want to kind of give your thoughts on these topics before we start closing out, bro?
Yeah, absolutely. So I definitely gave my thoughts on the article, but on my Rebel Moon Watch Party stream. But I'll give it again. Basically, it's showing that Cell is a good idea. That Cell is happening. That it's a great way because WBD is broke. WBD is way too poor, and they need cash. They need money. They need to make money. The stocks are low. They do not have a choice. And to be quite frank, Zack Snyder isn't a cinematic universe. The Snyderverse isn't a cinematic universe. It's a 5-film arc. So you finish it, the story's over. Honestly, DCU probably has a better chance of succeeding, to be quite frank, if Cell is announced to happen before then, because people will finish the story. Gunn's all worried about comparison, but the only way he's going to his Superman will not be compared to Cavill's if he finds a way to wipe everyone's memory of Henry Cavill and round up and destroy all copies of Man of Steel, BVS, Zack Snyder's Justice League, and Black Adam, before, like, every copy on Earth, he has to destroy them, erase our minds, and erase all clips off YouTube. That is the only way that there will not be a comparison. So he's better off just letting the story finish.
Back then, they can take him from our servers, but they can't take him from our hearts, bro. You know what I mean? They can't take the Snyderverse from here, bro. As long as it lives in our hearts, bro, it's too much for them, right? But go ahead and continue.
And as for the Rebel Moon success, yeah, Rebel Moon was a success. The studio cuts alone were a success. The studio cuts made the top 10. Part 1 alone was a success. The only way the director's cuts could have been failures is if they got negative views for Netflix. If they somehow did so bad that they got negative views and lost.
Somehow it's negative. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
So yeah, exactly. So yes, Rebel Moon was a success. It absolutely was a success. And I'm sorry, it's late. What was my brain's kind of all fried. What was the middle topic again?
ZSJL hitting Netflix in España.
That's amazing. You know, it was already in Germany, and it's touring, as Sin Havoc saying, touring Europe, touring the world, and eventually it will end up in America. But people need to remember, Zack Snyder's fan base is global. Zack Snyder has a big international fan base, and Netflix is already gaining numbers directly on their platform internationally. So this is huge. This is absolutely huge. And I actually do got one more thing to share about meeting Sofia Boutella. Is actually, I went to her panel and I asked the question. First line to ask the question, by the way, too. I asked her which Zack Snyder Justice League member she would want to work with. One that in Rebel Moon, one that has not already been used, so Ray's already got their spotlight there. She said Henry Cavill. Videos on YouTube. It's a shorts. And I'm thinking, do you know who said that Henry Cavill was going to be in the Rebel Moon sequel? Mikey Sutton.
I do know that Mikey Sutton said that. He said that on Night Shift.
He sure did.
So I could be overlooking this. I could be overthinking this. But my guess is Sofia Boutella knows a lot and likely said that because she knows that Henry Cavill will be in the sequel. So,
man, look. Can y'all appreciate that we got boots on ground, people asking the hard-hitting questions, right? Bad Dan is in the building asking the questions that the people want to know, right?
For sure, dude. That's awesome.
Come on, man.
Yeah, and
hey,
yeah, Mama Bear.
Bad Dan stole the mic, y'all. That is the narrative. Bad Dan stole the mic. You know what I'm saying? Just like I stole the mic in full circle. Right?
I just feel like showing this off one more time because I'm really
roughing up people getting that mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody's pawn, you dig? ZSSM. Man.
And I'm going to get this thing framed.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. Bad Dan, what you got coming up that you want to let the people know about, though, bro?
Okay, yeah. So I just did a stream tonight, totally recapping my experience at Fan Expo. So check that out. I had Zawraider on for kind of what I call a reverse Q&A, where instead of me asking the panelists questions, the panelists asked me questions. So check that out. And then there's a little YouTube short. But I'm actually not going to be doing any more streams for a while because I actually have a little vacation I have to get ready for. I'm actually going to be going out of town on Friday. So I'll be going I'll be going to California, believe it or not. I'll be going to Los Angeles, to be specific, the Los Angeles area. So
hey, shout out to Bad Dan.
And thank you, Skywalker, for having this. I'm really excited to meet you and you, Necron, and I'm actually going to be staying a little bit longer in LA because I've decided, no, I'm going to LA. Let's stay a little longer and explore other parts of the world of LA. And actually, I'm taking the WBD tour, studio tour. I'm going to wear a Cell shirt that day.
Hey, make sure you get a picture by the Batmobiles with it on too, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the bat suits, all that. You dig?
Absolutely.
You probably get people shaking their hands wearing that shirt.
Facts, right?
They're like, yep. They
They're
can't
gonna be
do
like,
it. Somebody
sell
else
it.
should.
They
Yep.
ain't gonna be like, sell that shit. You know what I'm saying?
We fumbled,
But,
man. We fumbled.
Yo, we appreciate you being on, Bat Dan, and thank you for being boots on the ground, bro, at that event. You dig?
Anytime. I'm always happy to show support for Cell, show representation for Cell, and actually, I even signed something with the Cell hashtag. There was like something like "Write Your Fandom" on there.
Oh, I saw that, bro. I saw that.
Yeah. Yep. I wrote that down.
Good.
My bad handwriting. Hopefully you can read that because my handwriting.
You messed up on the E. You had to write over the E. I saw that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, because I wrote the lowercase e, and then I'm like, oh shit.
Right. Nah, it's all good though, man. We appreciate you for being there, bro, and for rocking out the way that you have been, and for being just a overall amazing community member, bro, for sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right.
I really appreciate it.
Yes. Andy, man, look, we see the platform growing, bro. Y'all been putting in mad work over there on HMDS, bro. What y'all got coming up, man? What you want to let the people know about how y'all feeling, man?
Feeling good. Got this great group of guys that we get to chat with that I'm able to poach to come on our stream, so that's always freaking awesome.
Oh, and I will be there on Thursday. You know what I'm saying? This last Thursday, it was crazy, bro. I was.
Oh, I see how it is.
Yeah.
I get it. You know, Vegas is more important than your friends. Whatever.
Yeah.
I hope you lost so much money. I hope you. No. Did you have a good?
No, I actually couldn't gamble at all. But not gonna lie, I had a phenomenal time. I was like busy with work stuff during the day, and then at night, like I just had a phenomenal time, bro. I got to chill with some of the homies, and we had a good time.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been allowed to be in Vegas, so it looks awesome. I'll have to sneak over there one time. But no, man, we just I think our next big thing we're doing is on Thursday, Fan Rent Thursday. People can come swing by. We're trying to make it as open and fun as possible. But as you guys know, we're terrible at organizing stuff. We're always last minute and stuff, so it is what it is.
Oh, I have a good rant for you guys too.
Are you gonna try to keep it a secret, or are you gonna send it like put it on the thumbnail?
No, I'm gonna rant about X-Men '97 and how I have no faith that season 2 is gonna be any good.
Or
he wrote
even happen.
2.
Huh?
I think Bill DeMont wrote season 2 before he got fired.
No, but they dropped them. They dropped the. No, did you watch the Q&A that I put out back then?
Oh right. Okay, I do gotta watch that still.
Yeah. I went to a Q&A and I was like, I kind of gotta save some of this for HMBS. You know what I'm saying? Because I have no faith that season 2 is gonna be any good. Facts.
Hey man,
I have zero faith.
What's the original reason they let that guy go? Because he did some OnlyFans stuff or something?
I don't know,
I don't
bro.
even know, man.
I don't know. But, bro.
I really don't care. If it involved kids, do what you got to do. Because that X-Men 97 was great.
Bruh. During that Q&A, and this is like one of the things that I have like kind of shared, the main director expressed that he wasn't even brought on until after the show Bible and all that was already done. So, like, the main person that they had there, like, representing this thing, even admitted that he came on after Bo DeMaio had already, like, laid
it's all mapped out. Yeah, he just follow the plan.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Okay,
bro.
That's crazy.
No.
That's going to be dope. I can't wait.
No. Yeah.
Because what could he have possibly said that was so bad it didn't get him, like, the job running DC at Warner Brothers? what could he have said?
But
Yeah, that's actually a fair point. Why does James Gunn get to keep his job as DC studio head when he, you know, has some not great tweets, but
something weird going on.
Yeah, it's weird, and I have no faith. What, bro? When he said that, and then I'm sitting there listening, and then I'm just picking up on certain things, and I'm like, this is where that morph fucking controversy came from, and I was like, yep. I'm like, oh my god, bro. And I was just like, and then it culminated with the main director kind of asking if everybody was kind of interested in this one character, and nobody reacted. And he's kind of made his face. Yeah, bro. Mm-hmm. And he like made his face like, oh shit, like like yo. Uh-oh. And so I just want to kind of give you a heads up that I'm gonna rant about
awesome
X-Men 97.
Do you think they're a little bummed out that Ryan didn't tell them that they're gonna make Gambit so popular before season 2?
Right. Oh my god. He actually made a joke about that too. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Like, oh yeah, because everybody is like loving Gambit. You know, he's like, oh, I'm about to make a name for myself here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nah. Everybody was totally leaning into that, but it's just dope stuff, man. But yeah, I will be there on Fan Rant Thursdays. Is there anything else that y'all got coming up, bro?
Just the typical irreverent, nonsensical, daily-ish videos we put out. Just the usual.
Shout out to Kingdom of Nerds in the building. What's going on, bro? G-Rob in the building. What's going on, G-Rob? Right, but
G-Rob had a hilarious comment. Did you see it?
Oh no, I didn't. Hold on.
Well, I'll just tell you. You don't gotta search for it. He said, "Bat Dan, you gonna be able to bring your own sneakers?"
Oh my god.
Oh, now I gotta see it.
Come on.
Oh yeah. Don't worry. I'm gonna bring multiple shoes. Actually.
All right.
I'll bring my own shoes and my sandals. So
you don't have to borrow anybody's sneakers.
No, and I even will be staying in hotels. I won't be crashing anyone's house, and I don't worry. I also can groom myself too. I actually even got my own hair and beard dyed. I paid for it, but I paid for it with my own money. With my own money, Skywalker, I took $0 from you.
I'm dead, bro.
No, dude, Bat Dad roasted on here.
Yo.
All right, once you get me going, I kind
Look,
I like this side of Bat Dan. I don't want to be on the receiving end, Bat Dan, but I like it.
I'm sorry. Look, Bat Dan, thank you for coming on, bro. Andy, thank you for coming on too, bro. We appreciate you pulling up, man. Necron, bro, you got any final thoughts before we get on out of here, man?
Damn, I mean, what a fun stream. Thanks for everyone coming on. You guys, a good time. Andy, Dan, Sky, thanks for letting me come on here and be me. Witching Hour, I haven't done much lately because I've just really been doing band stuff. Played show over the weekend. Went saw some of my friends play. Recovering because I played outside in August in San Antonio, and it was hot as hell.
Yeah.
Hot, dude. Maybe the most hottest show I think I ever played. So I was like, I ain't streaming this week. On Sunday, I am chilling out. I'm going to go eat some restaurant and an AC place. I'm sorry, I'm over here talking.
The stars at night are big and bright.
Exactly.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
The sun is lit. It's gonna fire your ass up. Man, it was hot, dude. But anyway, so I'll be doing Witching Hour. I think I'll probably try to stick it to maybe twice a week. And I'm gonna have some cool guests coming on if it pans out. Very cool for in the metal world. I don't want to say too much up because I don't want to jinx anything. But if it happens, happens. And we need to get a Pandora's Box panel on for Director's Cut, Rebel Moon. And I want to get that done because that's a definite Pandora's Box show right there. Rebel Moon Director's Cuts. Get a panel, and you guys are welcome to come on. Hop in, hop out. You don't have to stay the whole night. Just whatever. Want to do that? Of course, Retro. I know you're in the chat. You're gonna have to be there regardless, because that's for sure. Bang on that.
Yeah, let's go, man. I can't wait, yo. That sounds dope, and you can count me in for that. Mama Bear says, that could be a fun occasional show. Man Makeovers by Sky and Leon. Oh my God. Doing man makeovers. Nah,
Name
man.
from Sky and Leon, Mama Bear.
Oh my goodness.
Name for...
Look. Look. I just want to say thank you to everybody that came on the panel and that took part in the live chat, and everybody that will be taking part in the replay crew as well. These conversations that we've been bringing to you guys, we do so with great joy and gratefulness, because you guys have been right there with us this whole time, rocking out lockstep, arm in arm, holding us up, and that's the only reason why we are here today. I know that I keep kind of sounding like a broken drum, but it's true. Like, if it wasn't for you guys' efforts, each and every single one of you guys, we would not have been able to accomplish these things. We just wouldn't have. So I want to personally say thank all of you guys from the bottom of my heart. Once again, we will continue to be the tip of the spear. The tip of the spear. We will continue having these conversations, making sure that we pushing back on some of these dumb and false narratives, and just bringing the truth to you guys. And it's been fun doing it, and we just gonna continue to have fun while doing it. Stay the course, keep doing what we've been doing, and don't listen to any of this outside noise, because that's what it just is, noise. And want to say shouts out to all y'all for coming through. I'm not gonna play the video to end this one, because I do gotta kind of end it a little quickly, but yeah, we're gonna get it y'all next time. Any last words, guys?
Have a bat-tastic day.
Hey, check out that One Punch Dan stuff that Zod's been doing.
Over on the homie is over on the homie Zod Writers channel.
He made me a lot cooler than I really am. I'm like, damn, Zod. Pretty cool. So that's all my last word for me.
Yeah, for sure. And shout out to the Doolies.
Shout out to this.